and regular for each person, 5,000 naira at the port of entry. We are grateful to our sponsors, Kemp Sutter Homes Limited, Lagos, Castro International Limited, Holland, SVA Properties Limited, Abuja, Ebonadi FM, Okidi. Be part of the magic. Luxury or nothing.
Mbona mabadiliko yana mengi. Data iliinso.
Ebonadi 103.5 FM. Nabagoa Production. Police for vigilante. My business. Women will tell me ATJ radio drama. Enrico. Enrico Mama. Akụkọ ihe n'iwe ATJ radio drama Enrico ga na-abịara gị every Monday 8 o'clock p.m. with broadcast on Saturday 3 o'clock p.m. na F1 103.5 FM.
Yang mungkin dia also if you move and finish your business,
Amara ni lewa di amo. Ko tuna ka do na ko na ni ko na yi. Nke ka ku ta wala na ma ku na ya ma wle.
Ekọkwana ka akọ ndị nke a akọ Residency Hotel Yofi Ogidi Christmas Hangout is here when you get the opportunity to win free rooms, drinks, and recharge cards. This year, there will be a lot of games to play on 25th of December. Hotel Yofi Ogidi ebe na photo piano ka anyị nọkọrọ ya nwee aṅụrị. It will be party after party, party after party at Residency Hotel Yofi Ogidi. To make reservation for your bookings, call 081 4093 3512. Be there. Vacancy, vacancy, vacancy. Are you a DJ? Do you speak English and Igbo language fluently? Submit your CV and the letter of application at Ebonade 103.5 FM Ogidi, opposite Ogunike Boys, inside Residency Hotel UP Ogidi. Residency Hotels Leofin Ogidi. Ogidi's #1 place for all type of events. Burunia they from corporate to social gathering or any type of parties, even end of year parties from the club. We have air-conditioned hall and outdoor space of a very good capacity. When Nebiano come, let us celebrate your event in style. Residency Hotel Leofin Ogidi. If you are somebody with a zibote taste, one man back in it. I want delicious meals, drinks, and spirits brewed in different parts of the world. For booking, call 081 45 67 8901. One more. Come, let's make your event come through the way it's dream or your plan of wire. Residency Hotels Leofino Gidi or Gidi's best place for premium events. Ask Conan Amaboroge, Wakaziano Day Hakim.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080 6579 You can as well send SMS on 081 38 39 7740 or 081 39 256742. We are on to the Nation newspaper. Engineer is Covenant University's best graduating PhD student. Church unveils executive theological program. Film, Film Festival redefines African cinema. Union urges a release of Okwama leaders. UK, Nigeria to drive innovation, sustainable growth. Codex gets nod to package HIV rapid diagnostic test kits. Defense Bureau calls for collaboration with Tertiary Education Trust Fund. Lecturer receives HR Industry Impact Award. Pirates march with Abiodun's wife against gender violence. That's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning, from the Nation newspaper, we'll flip over to this day newspaper. Shell's $5 billion Bonga North deep water investment excites Tinubu. Federal Executive Council okays a 47.96 trillion naira for 2025 budget proposal. Inflation maintains upward trajectory, increases to 34.60% amid higher food, commodities, energy prices. Still on the stories making the headlines on this day newspaper this morning. Sonenye NMPC's crude backed $1 billion support critical to Dangote's refinery's success. Tinubu urges media backing for tax reforms, says bills will create national wealth, empower Nigerians. Love in focus as Mrs. Tinubu organizes 9 lessons and carols service. Inflation maintains upward trajectory. We've taken this. Ademola Lookman is 2024 African's best player. Inflation rises to 34.60%. Shell's $5 billion Bunga North deep water. We've taken this. African Development Bank. Nigeria orders require $10 billion annually for debt refinancing by 2025. UBA donates 500 million naira to Lagos Security Trust Fund. Edun, federal government to fund 13 trillion naira deficit in 2025 budget via borrowing. Still on the stories making the headlines on this day newspaper this morning, the death of Ukwama community leaders. CBN and consistent increase in MPR, buy interest in Aradel Holdings. 34 others lift stock market by 330.24 billion naira. Manufacturing contribution to GDP declined in Q3 2024, created Nigeria seeks a strengthened institutional capacity for ECOWAS physical transition success. That's the much we can take from this day newspaper this morning. From this day newspaper, we'll flip over to Nigerian Tribune newspapers. Federal Executive Council approves 2025 budget proposal. Tinubu renames University of Abuja after Yakubu Gowon. Tide. Tinubu declares a free train ride nationwide. Governor Inua expresses sorrow, condolences over killings in Biri. Olam agree partners government to boost local soybean production. 6 year single term for president, governors, politicians disagree with legal luminaries. Ogun, women, youth receive capacity building in plantain sugar production. Others, Nigeria's cassava bread initiative gains momentum. Why farmers should stop using chemicals to kill pests. Expert. NCRI joins forces with farmers to make ofada rice variety more climate resilient. NCRI joins forces with farmers to make ofada rice variety more climate resilient. Human rights in crisis, addressing the challenges facing Nigeria. APC ready to reclaim Oyo in 2027, acting state chairman, while we are pushing for road traffic warden service autonomy in Nigeria. APLA. 2027, Obasanjo should rally other former leaders to rescue Nigeria. Lookman. And that's the much we can take from the Nigerian Tribune this morning. That will also mark the conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080 65 You can as well send SMS on 081 38397740 or 081 39256742. Now we'll flip over to our WhatsApp portal for reactions. On our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message is coming from Iweka Ifanye from Ikengo Gidi, and he says a very big congratulations to Ademola Lookman on the award as African Footballer of the Year. Nigeria is a country that have very insensitive managers who have no plans of bringing that company upward, rather enriching themselves with what is meant for all. I pray that God gives us a man that have the people at heart that will take us to a country of our dreams. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Iweka Ifanye from Ikengo Gidi. Still on our WhatsApp portal, we have this message is coming from Mwaloto Patrick from Monteje, and he says there is this age-long adage that says someone can only succeed in deceiving people for some time, but cannot succeed in deceiving the same people all the time. How can the so-called security forces tell Nigerians that they neutralized over 8,000 terrorists and rescued thousands in 2024, and yet we all can bear witness that terrorists have taken over a good percentage of the northern states? So the question is, does it mean that those terrorists are ghosts? How can the security forces tell Nigerians that those terrorists are being killed in that number every year and they continue to surge? I mean, it's high time the security forces tell Nigerians the truth. Let me suggest here that state police is the recipe to Nigeria's numerous and complex security challenges. This is coming from Waloto Patrick from Monteja. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. From our WhatsApp portal, we flip over to our SMS portal. We have this message on our SMS portal coming from Agunabo. He's joining us from Ofa Aguluzibo, and he says, Nigeria is a country where there is no money and there is no food to buy. Decorating a state for Christmas, but there is no security guard and the kidnapping quagmire and lack of patronizing marketers because of cost of living, which haunting masses with fake drugs, fake food. We are watching at things unfolding. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It is coming from this one is coming from Godwin Ayebunam from Umumbo. I am a local government area of Anambra State, and it says, "Purge yourselves of bad eggs." Judiciary told is a welcome development. The judiciary, which is known to be the last hope for the common man, has turned to be an establishment that favors those that have all it takes to get it. It is worrisome. Godwin Ayemunam from Umumbo. I am Elum local government area of Anambra State. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Well, this is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Remember that it comes your way, weekdays in the morning once it's 7 o'clock. So keep it date, I want to appreciate everyone that joined us this morning. Iweka Ifani, Waloto Patrick from Nteje, Agonabo from Ofa Aguluzibo. Thank you so much for being part of this particular edition of newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Godwin Ayegulam from Umumbo too. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Once it's 8:20 this morning, we'll be back with Birthday Splash. Till we meet again, I remain Martin. Have a wonderful morning.
The challenges of documenting memories in the 21st century is gone. When you have Ebona at the 103.5 FM here, what are you celebrating today? Birthdays, wedding anniversary, traditional wedding, chieftaincy conferment, or fala, etc. Approach Ebona at the 103.5 FM Ogidi today to document your event. Ebona, the 103.5 FM offers you live coverage of your events on radio and social media, video and photo coverages feature on magazines, photo books, and others, news coverage of political and other events. Take this offer and receive a complete coverage. For more information, call or WhatsApp 08065796599 or you visit Ebona at the 103.5 FM Ogidi opposite Ogunike Boys inside the Ovin Residency Hotel Ogidi.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. Right, hit the subscribe button right here. You rock.